Ladies and gentlemen, that's better. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your personal body coach, and I have here my whiteboard with me, my red pencil, and we're gonna talk about which one is better, the calisthenics or weight training. So there is a lot of discussion which one is better, the calisthenics or weight training. Why do I call it the calisthenics and not just calisthenics? I will call it calisthenics from now on. So, calisthenics or weight training, which one is better? Well, today we're gonna find out which one will be better for you. But before we begin with which one is better, I want to talk about how to start with weights, how to start with calisthenics, and where we all came for which one is better. We begin with the weights. How to start with weights? Well, first you need to know what your goal is. So, what is your plan? Is that hitting a PR, like a personal record, or is that just for muscle growth? Is that to lose weight, to gain weight in muscle, to learn how to weight lift? Second, and maybe the most important part, is signing up with a gym. Because when you have no gym, you can't train with weights, or you have it at home, then it's a home workout but still with weights. Because you have made a goal and you know where you're working towards, you can sign in on a gym that is for your goal. So if it's a gym specialized in weightlifting, then sign up with that gym. Is your goal just for muscle growth or being thinner, leaner, then you can also sign up with Basic Fit, so the more basic gyms. The third step you need to do is let your body get used to weights. So don't begin immediately with heavy deadlifts or heavy squats because your body isn't used to that. So the third step will be let your body get used to lift weights. So what that means is begin with machines. In the first 4 to 6 weeks, I recommend to begin with only the machines, with a picture maybe on it, how to do the movements, so all the muscles in your body will get used to it, and when you're going to the free weights, then your muscles already know, okay, we are going to lift weights, you know? So this step is for completely beginners. So the fourth and final step will be working towards your goal. We made in the first step a goal, like for instance, you want to hit a personal record. You want to hit a squat really heavy. That is no problem. First, sign up with the gym. Then let your body get used to lifting weights. So start off with the machines, like we said, and after the 4 to 6 weeks that your body could get used to the weightlifting, then you can work towards your goals. So for the next chapter we have calisthenics. For the people who don't know what calisthenics is doing exercises using only your own body weight. So for the first step you need to make a goal. So what do you want to achieve with calisthenics? So that is pretty much the same as using the weight. After you made that goal, you want to know all the basics. So your body has to get used to all the movements you are going to do. So begin with basic movements, because when you begin with basic movements such as a push-up, a squat, an air squat, or a pull-up, then your body will get used to all those movements. And yeah, so just with the weights, but right now we don't use weights, we only use our body weight. So the third step will be making a workout for yourself, because calisthenics has exercises in it that will hit multiple muscles. So with a push-up you don't hit only your chest and your triceps, but also your shoulders. That goes the same with a pull-up. A pull-up will also hit your arms, your shoulders, your core, your back. So the exercises won't be as much as with the weights. But we are talking too fast. We are talking too. Okay, it's zip. When you feel comfortable doing all the movements, so you have made a workout plan. For instance, you have 5 rounds of 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups and 25 air squats, and you think, okay, this feels really comfortable, and then I can move on to harder exercises or more exercises. Then you can work towards your goal. After you mastered the basic movements, then you can work towards a goal, and from there on out, then you can work towards goals. So for instance, you do a human flag or a muscle up or a front lever, like those kind of movements. The pros for weights are, you can train specific muscle groups, because you have all the machines for the shoulders, for the chest, for the legs, etc. Specific muscles isn't right down in proper English, but I'm a Dutch guy, so don't mind that, you know what I mean. Specific muscle groups, so for the chest you have specific machines, for the back you have specific machines, for the arms, for the abs, etc. So that is a pro for the weight. Also a pro for weights is you have much faster muscle growth. So you can progress very soon, very fast, because you only increase the weights. Weights can also help you with getting over an injury. So for instance, you have a bad shoulder or instability on your shoulder, then you can move around with a kettlebell and then to find the balance back in your shoulder. That's one exercise, but you have many more. Also, physiotherapists use a lot of weights to, you know, prevent the injuries or make an area in your body be stronger from an injury. So I call that recovery exercises. And the last pro for weight training is a healthy lifestyle, because when you use weights, it can reduce heart problems, it can reduce like just the bad way of living. And when you use weights and you keep that in a consistent way, then yeah, you will live a healthier and happier life. So that were the pros for the weights. Now we're going to the calisthenics. The pros for the calisthenics. Again, the calisthenics. Calisthenics, the pros for calisthenics. The pros for calisthenics are, you don't need anything anywhere. You can do it anywhere. So that means when I feel like doing a burpee or doing a push-up, I can use the ground. I'm laying on the ground, do a push-up or a burpee, and that's my exercise. You know, so you can do it anywhere. Also, a pro for the calisthenics, you improve your balance massively, because you only use your body weight. Your body has to develop on what you're doing, so that improves your balance without you even knowing. You have a great mind-muscle connection with calisthenics, because you hit multiple muscle groups in a workout or in an exercise the mind will send signals to all those muscles, so the muscle-mind connection will be larger than when with weights on a specific muscle group. So mind-muscle connection. It not only improves your balance, but also your endurance, your intensity, your condition. And last but not least, for the pros for calisthenics are, let me look, like a healthy lifestyle. Because you're moving, you're doing exercises, you train your body to be stronger, and that is not only with weights but also with calisthenics, so they are both great for that. Why it is good in overall, and that is for a healthy lifestyle. They are both great for a healthy lifestyle. And now we're moving on to the cons. What is a con for weights? Well, one for weights is you need a gym. So when you don't have a gym or you don't have weights, then you can't train, because for weights you need weights. So when you are low on money or you don't have money, it is really unfortunate for you, because then you can't do weights, and that is, that sucks. So that is one con for weights. Now we're gonna do a con for calisthenics. For calisthenics is the con that you progress really slow. It depends on you and your body type, of course, but your progress will still be really small and really slow. And for some of you, you can do a skill like in 2 weeks. For someone else it has to be 6 months. So it all depends on you and your type of body and your type of skill and experience. So there you have it for the cons. Yeah, weird, right? Just one for weights and one for calisthenics. Of course there are more cons, but when you measure the cons and the pros, then the pros stick more out than the cons. So that is why I only have one con for every way of training. So now we're going to the conclusion. Which one is better? Weights or calisthenics? For weights I put 2 points on for what is better for weights, and 2 points for calisthenics, what is better for that. For the weights, it is better when you want to grow muscle fast. It is better to use weights. When you want to train specific areas, you want to train weights. When you want to improve your balance and condition for your own body weight, you use calisthenics. And when you don't have a gym or you don't want a gym and you want to train anywhere, you can use calisthenics. But for both, it is good for a healthy lifestyle. And what I want to say with that, my conclusion is both are great to do in your workout. Even combining, it is really great, because when you have injury from calisthenics or something like that, you can use weights to develop again the area what was injured. So like really it is great for both ways. Also for weights, you want to like grow muscle faster, but you also want to have the mind-muscle connection with your muscles. You can use calisthenics in that. So when you want to train back, you can do pull-ups for a warm-up, and that warm-up is a movement that is done with calisthenics. So there is no better way. They are both great, and I recommend to do them both in your workout. Also, when you do only calisthenics, use so now and then weights. When you do weights, do so now and then the calisthenic movement. What you need to do is body be then we have the third, the fit is with, no,